everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here on the 10th hole west course of Kuala Lumpur Golf and Country Club. I'm standing here in the fairway bunker. So today I'm going to share with you 3 simple tips on how to hit better quality shots out of the fairway bunker. There's so many technical movements and swing thoughts to hit a good fairway bunker shots, but let's try to make it simple and let's come down to these 3 tips, and hopefully this will be able to help you to hit better quality shots once again. To be honest, I prefer to be in a fairway bunker than in a thick rough, okay? Because in a fairway bunker, there's nothing behind the ball, you know, it's easier for me to make contact as well. So I actually prefer to be hitting out of the fairway bunker. So before hitting the shot, I know there's a lot of things that we have to take care of, which is if the bang is high or is low, what club we need to choose, you know. But besides all of those stuff, it's very important that we hit a solid shot first. If we don't hit a solid shot, we can forget about everything else, okay? So the first thing I would like to talk about is we got to make sure we know if we're hitting out of hard sand or soft sand. So that will affect the club selection, because if you're hitting out of a hard sand, I would suggest you just go with your normal club. Let's say I'm 135 meters out, I will go with my 8-iron. So if the sand is soft, I will go with my 7-iron. Why? Is because if I hit off the hard sand, it's almost pretty much like a fairway shot, because I want to make sure in the fairway bunker, I want to catch the ball first. But if the sand is soft, sometimes we might catch the sand a little bit before the ball, or the sand might actually slow down the swing. So I will choose to clap up if the sand is soft. So number 1, make sure you know if the sand is hard or soft. So number 2, really simple, I would choose to choke down the club a little bit. Why? Is because we want to make sure we catch the ball first. You try not to catch too much sand. So in order to catch the ball first, just to avoid hitting any sand, let's choke it down a little bit. Because when we stand, sometimes we'll sink a little bit. Just make sure you don't dig in the fairway bunker. I'll choose not to dig, because if you do dig, you kind of restrict the move a little bit. We want to try to hit a full shot in the fairway bunker. So, and choke it down a little bit will definitely help you to catch it a bit clean. So you won't, try to avoid yourself from catching sand before the ball. So choke it down, just to make everything simple. All right. I think this last tip is really important, because when we're in the fairway bunker, I notice a lot of us will try to get the ball up in the air. We're afraid that we're going to hit the bang. So we try to actually lift the ball up in the air using our hands or using our body. Ended up the weight is on the right side, and we actually will top the ball and hit the bang in front of us. So it's really important that we swing it like normal. We want to make sure we catch the ball and then some divot after the ball. So you actually want to hit down on it, but not hit up on it, okay? So you got to focus, okay? The simple ball position is going to be just slightly middle right. And then just got to keep your weight on the left side. I'm standing tall and light, choke down the club by about 1 inch. And just got to make sure you hit the ball first and then some divot after that. I actually caught that pretty good. So when I walk into the bunker, obviously that the sand is a bit hard. So I'm just going to go with my normal distance. Like I'm going to carry it as I'm going to hit the same club as if I'm going to hit off the fairway. Just stand a bit tall and light, just really relax, choke the club down about 1 inch. Just gonna make sure I catch the ball first and divot after. In order to catch the divot after the ball, I actually kind of sometimes try to focus about 1 inch in front of the ball and try to make contact right in front of the ball. Okay, so those are the 3 simple tips that I would like you to focus on when you're in the fairway bunker on the golf course. If you have a chance to practice, that would be great. And you can think about the technical part and all those technical movements when you're practicing. But then on the golf course, I would like for you to try just these 3 simple tips. Again, just gonna make sure you know the condition of the sand. Number 2, just choke it down a little bit. Number 3, just gotta make sure you catch it clean first and just make divot after that is okay, all right? And hopefully these 3 tips will be able to help you hit more quality shots, have more confidence when you walk into the fairway bunker, and not worry about messing it up. All right, I hope this video will be able to help, and I'll see you guys again soon.